Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 118 of our Oxygen Not Included All Achievement Run. In this episode, we are going to start off by looking at the other asteroid and probably figuring out a good area to do the aqua tuner setup. We do want to cool off the base, and right now it is pretty toasty. So we want to start creating that. That way we can utilize it to cool down this area over here. And because if we look, it's still kind of orange, right? Orange and yellow. And we definitely want to get it closer to the temperate for all of that, especially up here. Oh, that looks pretty cool. It looks like a rainbow almost. Anyways, so we are going to start with creating an aqua tuner setup. And they're pretty simple. We need to do a few things with steel. So let's start it off with getting the aqua tuner made. Where do we put you? I think it would probably be good in an area like over here, or even right next to this up here. Let's start with that. Let's go insulated tile. We'll just make it out of obsidian since we have some obsidian. Right? And then we'll start with this. This is just going to be nice and simple. We're going to do one thermo aqua tuner. And the next step for this is going to be, let's see here. We want, for automation's sake, we need a sensor, a thermosensor. So we do liquid pipe thermosensor, also going to make that out of steel. We make it right next to the entrance. So we look at the piping right into the intake, right? That way it goes right in there. We will make an automation wire. Not out of gold. Let's make this out of steel. Okay. So that is the start of it, right? So we'll let them complete that, and then we will start filling this up with water. 1, 2, 1, 2. We kind of want to look at some of the other ones we have, right? If we look over here, we don't need a ton of water to make this work, but I think what I would like to do is make it better, improve upon the designs that we've been using, right? So this design worked out pretty well. So we're going to do something similar and use ethanol, kind of like we're using ethanol for this. Ethanol is going throughout the entire base just because it has a really cold temperature, right? It's a lot colder than regular water. So since we have a good amount of it, that kind of overcompensates for the lack of heat transfer capabilities. So that's kind of why we are going to do that. We need to figure out where we are going to get this water from. We have some right here we could use. We don't want to use polluted water, although you could if you really wanted to. Both of these say they need food, so let's look. Okay, food's right there. We have food here. Should be fine. Oh yeah, lots of food. Food here, and then there's a little bit left in the actual rehydrator. So where is Calypso at on the map? Right here. So we are going back to base. We have plenty of food for each day. Since this duplicate, if we look at it, doesn't have the trait for what is it? Bottomless stomach. Then they only eat 1,000 per day, right? So that means that each one of these is 1,000 per. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days, right? And then if we had any in here, we would add it to that as well. But we have plenty of food. Let's check our other one. In here we have a whole lot of, oh my gosh, look at all of that dried servant turf. That is a lot more than I thought we had. But we should be fine. So let's go back over here and make this a higher priority, because we really want to get this set up the way we need it to be. Let's get rid of this automation right here. And then as far as the water is concerned, I'm thinking, what we could do is just borrow some water from right here. And then just drop it right in. Actually, let's do it one over. And then we will add a liquid vent. Honestly, what we should do is go 10 across. 10. Right, so this is 10 right here. Yeah. Pipes. There we go. So this was... Oh wait, no, we don't want to get rid of that. This is what is going to get all across the base. We're going to use the ethanol inside of the cooling system here, so we'll have that set up. And we'll just get water from the other asteroid, since we have plenty over here. The other thing we're going to start working on is... I want to start working on a... What am I thinking of? Oh my gosh. No, we don't want that. We want a, we want a greenhouse that is getting direct radiation. And I say that because we're going to try and get a couple of these, here, why don't we do this? Or do we want hydroponics? We probably want hydroponics. We'll make them out of uranium ore. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, oh, we don't have enough for that. I'm gonna put, I don't know if I'll put sleet wheat here or something else. I just want to create a spot that has direct radiation coming off of the top of the asteroid. That way we can easily feed in, try and get this achievement started. We can throw anything in here that we want. So as long as it can, we meet the temperature requirements to grow it, right? So that's kind of what we're going to start off with. We're going to go all the way across with regular tile, not with, yeah, not with what we have across the board. And then down here, I think we will throw some plastic tiles just to make sure that we're blocking that extra amount of radiation. There we go. Actually, don't do that until this stuff is created. I don't want to break this open until we are ready. Okay. How is it doing over here? These asteroids are pretty small. Like, you can fit end to end, and I don't have the mod on where you can zoom out really wide. So we're making this here. Okay. So what we could do is, there's not much metal wise or anything that we can make. Let's see, is there metal? Nope, sedimentary rock. Oxalate right here. Sedimentary rock right there. Just graphite and lots of graphite. Okay. No, that's too hard for the robot. Okay, so we're very limited in what we're capable of doing on the asteroid, and that's okay. I've kind of accomplished what I've already wanted to do, which is create a little area that we can start making, we can start making some oxygen in here when we get all the materials and other things. Yeah, we'll definitely need to figure out how we want to accomplish that. Let's look at utilities. Not utilities. What am I thinking of here? Automation, I think, maybe. Yeah, automation. We're gonna need to send some other goodies here if we want them to be built properly. And what I mean by that is getting all the metal that we want and all sorts of other stuff. Let's go back over to our aqua tuner. Okay, what's on here right now? So it's only 240. That's not bad. Change this here. We need to go back to all and then get rid of all these ladders. There we go. Okay, let's move a little bit faster. New printables. Gold amalgam. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's check our dupes. How are they doing? Okay. Doing pretty nice, pretty well. We are slowly getting this stuff looked at. So, again, so the goal here is to figure out where the gassy moos are. So we are slowly going all over the different areas and looking for the other asteroid. I think it's going to be this one, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, finding what all these unknown objects are is the goal, and kind of looking at each area and just starting to figure out exactly where everything is at is going to be super helpful. So that should be helpful. There we go. Thanks, Mr. Rover. Pretty cool. I think what we should do is have the rover go in here and just start, yeah, doing stuff like that. Oh. Yeah, we don't want to get stuck. That would be unfortunate. Okay, and then the next thing, go all the way across, go all the way across, leave a little opening, and then we'll do the same thing here. Yeah, it'd be cool if you could just dump magma in the top, and then it just instantly evaporates a lot of the water, and then all that just goes out of here. That'd be kind of neat to watch. Maybe an idea, I don't know. Okay, what else do we have going on here? Oh yeah, we need to check out the volcano. Make sure it's not dormant yet. No, it is not. That looks good. Okay, we're gonna go back over here, get this stuff taken care of. Let's turn on a higher priority. All the way up. And then once this stuff gets built, we can connect the water pipe and just drop it in here. And we will probably watch this for a little while, only because if you don't, well, if you don't watch it, we overfill it and then it doesn't work right. Or it's not that it doesn't work right, but it doesn't work efficiently, and that's what we don't want, right? Why do we have water all over the place? Did we have like a water asteroid somewhere? Man, that is super hot. I'm totally taking a picture of that because that looks so cool. But having the cooling here is going to definitely help. And then underneath we could do a liquid reservoir. Not liquid reservoir, we can put our metal refinery. That's what I'm thinking of. Thinking of too many things at the same time. Sorry about that. Liquid reservoir, put you here. Maybe 2 of them. And then we put all the ethanol that we have in that. Because we have a bunch over here. What do we have in here? This is crude oil. So that should be perfectly fine. Now, what do we need to do? We need to put a pump. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna put it right here. And then we will get rid of these here. And then right at this location, I'm going to put a liquid pump. Oh boy, oops. Wrong thing. Definitely not what I meant to do. Okay, go like this, and then we will go over and up. There we go. So that's going to go back down, and then we'll have no issues going directly to this one. And then the last thing right there is we will drop off. This is going to have all of the ethanol that are in this stuff here. We'll drop it all into that and send it into these two different reservoirs. We can get some from over here. It's just a lot of options, right? We want a similar setup to the other one. Okay, so now we're going to drop off some water. We're not going to fill it up entirely, but enough. There we go. Let's turn on this to like a higher priority, right? There we go. We just need to make sure that we aren't losing water. Well, I guess it's not terrible. We have a ton of crude oil sitting here. Yeah, all this was nuts. Okay. All right. So anyways, what we are going to do is we are going to put a metal refinery down here. That is under refinement. We need a metal refinery. We're going to put it directly below the thermo aqua tuner. And then once we have all of the water, we can start prepping it up for the cooling system, because we're almost there. Now that we've done this a few times, it kind of becomes common practice. I find that a lot of the times we've been a little hesitant to do things, but things have gone the right direction for us, and we've made a few discoveries that have been very helpful with the aqua tuner setup. Is ethanol the most efficient use of this? Probably not, but it does have a higher freezing point, or lower freezing point, which is very helpful in this scenario when we have so much heat that we need to transfer around the base to keep it temperate, right? And then this is also good because we have a natural gas, no, a chlorine gas vent right here. We want to keep this stuff cold, because if we ever want to do like the Dasha salt vine or the nosh sprout, I think both of them like it in the colder -25 to -50, -25 to 0. So we can utilize this system to keep those areas colder, right? So that's going to be very, very beneficial for the long run. This, though, is a bit extra. What we need to do is go here. And fix that. Okay, so that'll take a little bit of time. Let's check on our water asteroid. Oh man, look at this. That is a lot of stuff. Okay, we'll just open this up and leave it here so that way we can reach it. There we go. I want to go further down, make sure there's nothing that we are missing. I want to get this Rubik's Cube in the faucet or the sink. That looks super cool. Alright, let's check out the star map. What have we witnessed so far? Okay. Haven't explored anything yet. We're not explored, but we haven't found any unknown objects. We're almost back. Let's get the suit on. Where are you, Rowan? Rowan. There we are. Okay. Look at the star map. Where are we? Okay, so we're less than a couple cycles away. Well, one cycle and they will be here. Perfect. Okay. Not too bad. In fact, let's take a look at our temperature now. Okay, so all this is pretty warm, but for the most of the rest of the base, it seems we're doing pretty okay, right? On the temperature, it's pretty fine. It kind of looks like the temperature that is inside of the reservoirs is still pretty warm at 40 degrees. If you look at the vicinity, it's about 40 degrees, right? So everything that we are doing is working just fine. Okay, we have nowhere for the ethanol to go, which is fine. Don't need it to go anywhere. How's this looking? Okay, this is pretty good. Yep. So again, we want it to look closer to this, but again, it's not really that much of a problem right now since most of the base is cooler overall. Let's see what we got in here. We have 7 out of 8. We have 8 out of 8. And we have 5, 5, and 7. Okay, cool. We do have some idleness, but that's okay. We should make them put stuff away, right? Mop all that, please. Okay. Let's check this out. Where is this going? It's not really going anywhere, to be honest. Okay, so we changed this so that way some more heat could get back into the area. Man, look at that. It cooled off this whole section. That is what I call efficiency. Wow. Alright, let's go back to our other place. Check out the water. Okay, let's, oh, there's plenty of water. Since we are going to use ethanol, click on the ethanol, negative 114. When it goes through, I believe it was minus 14 degrees. So we don't want it to go lower than, I'm going to start at negative 60. Because I don't want it to go all the way down to negative 114, right? We want it to get somewhat more in the middle. So that way it just allows us to like keep track of how much everything is going to be at. Plumbing, radiant pipe. We need some cobalt. We do need some cobalt. Okay, so we need to start mining some more. And then we'll put a higher priority on this, since we ran out of cobalt on this asteroid. Overheated. Okay, we'll leave this here because all the plug slugs are getting extra power for free. Oh, look at that. Okay, now that we have that, let's go back to... Where was I looking? I was looking at... Here, Rock Crusher. Cobalt ore. I'm just going to do 10 of them. That way we can put our cooling pipe here. Okay, how is this? Okay, there's even an area below this over here, which I wasn't expecting. Low battery. Okay. We made it back. Let's check our stuff at the top. Okay, pipes were kind of destroyed, which not fantastic. The ones that got destroyed were these ones down here. So let's go up and over and up. It's not going to take us a lot of steel to do this. Take a look at the carbon dioxide. There isn't a lot, but let's just pump it out. Okay, we'll leave that alone for a few minutes. Let's check our stuff that's going on over here. Okay, if you know that you're drowning and you can get out of the water, you should get out of the water, right? One would think. Overheated hydrogen generator. Really? Oh. We've taken too much of the hydrogen. I was not expecting that to be too hot in here. Okay, so now that we've done that again, this will help cool it down. It says it's overheating, but I don't think it really is. My goodness. If we still have this issue when we have the hydrogen, then we'll come back and take care of it. But I don't think it's going to be a constant issue for very long. Okay. Let's check our oxygen. Okay. We have just a little bit of carbon dioxide. It's slowly working its way out of the area. Alright, we do need to do surf and turf. There we go. Alright, give that some more time. How did this do? Okay, so we built that. Let's do this. We'll just build a ladder for now. That was made out of uranium. How is this? Okay. Not terrible. Right, so we'll take this all apart, then we'll get free radiation without much issue. Okay, so let's look at the temperature in here. So this is cooling off again, right? And once we start really cooling it off, transferring that heat in and out, we shouldn't have any issues. $65 and so on and so forth. It's just kind of irritating to see over and over. Alright, let's go to print curative tablets. Go back to our other base here. It's a little bit of water. It doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. Power. How much is on this one? 1.9, and how much is on it right now? 260. Okay, this is not going to be active all the time. And then we want a... No, not any liquid. We want ethanol. There we go. And then when we sweep it all, that'll be a nice location for everything. Tackling a lot of stuff at the same time. Okay, so this is as far as it goes. I thought it might go a little bit farther than that, but not terrible. How's our star map looking? What did we find? Radioactive asteroid field. We've got rust, sulfur, uranium, and bleach stone. Okay. So let's change this. Let's start heading in this direction here. I also want to go view interior. Okay, we have about 1,000 kilograms. A little bit over 1,000. So actually, I'm going to tell it to go change and go here, because that's still going to be a little bit closer to home base, and it's not going to take long to get there. I just don't want to run out of fuel, since it took 1,000 kilograms to get here. I think we started with 2. Okay, so the goal here is we are going to try and go here and do some exploration, some more exploration, and then make a beeline back this way. Or would it be better to just, why don't we just go here and get some ore and whatnot? We'll get the artifact, we'll get some algae, some sand and sandstone. Yeah, we'll just bring all of this back. And then the other rocket, we'll make a flyby to this area, to this ruined rocket. Drop off the other rover on Calypso, from Calypso. We'll drop off the rover here onto Lushani, and then we will start making our way out here to do some exploration with that one, and then we can refill Apollo up with food and other things. So let's just have that happen. We'll go at the slower speed. Let's look at our blueprint. We have a blueprint. Might as well get that squared off. Ooh, some charcoal wedge. I don't think we have that one. But anyways, let's also take a look at this one here. What I'm going to do is cut this off and put a bottle emptier. We're going to create a bottle emptier over here instead. That way we can just drop off all the water. Let's turn this to just polluted water, and then that will really help fill up that area. I don't want the water to run out going towards the oil wells, because I don't want to deal with that. I don't want that to have any issues. We also need to grab this ethanol. Probably gonna need to grab a little bit more. So I think what we might end up doing is putting a like a door here and kind of dropping all the ethanol and then sending it into these up here. So that's kind of what my thought process is on that. I want to use that just like the other asteroid. So that's kind of what we will be doing shortly. Okay. We did have some of this stuff up here close to being finished, but we do need to dig it up. And then once this is dug up, we will need to... Oh, where is it? It is base. You know, we got this new charcoal wall. Let's do the charcoal wedge. Yeah. Look at that. That looks great. And then we'll just do regular wedges, fresh white. No, pastel green. There we go. That'll look cool, I think. That's unreachable. So let's go up here, kind of do this. And then before we do that, we do need to put some plumbing in. We'll do some insulated pipe. Go down, 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 and over. Right? If we had that other hydroponic farm here, we wouldn't be able to reach this insulated tile. So now we go up and over and up and over. Look at that. Looks fine, right? Alright, let's do a higher priority. We're going to go up to 9, right? Get that taken care of. Let's check on our other asteroid. Actually, let's check on our star map. Okay, what do we got? We have 11 tiles remaining. Okay, so that should be fine. How is this doing? Do we have... Okay, all that carbon dioxide has been removed. We have plenty of that in here. Let's check the food. No pepper bread, but tons of surf and turf. Okay, that looks good. Looks good. Looks good. We got water. Right. Okay. So we should be able to go back here and... We're going to launch again pretty quickly here. And that'll be that. Super, super duper exciting. Another thing that we need to do is this water needs to go back in here. That's why we had it here, because it was freezing and then bursting the pipe. So we want to avoid that, right? There we go. That should get rid of that pipe there. At some point we will be moving the rockets. If we go up here, we can kind of see the max, which is right here. So 11 tiles. If we build these rockets higher, then that should be enough to keep the heat from going in like this. So, I mean, if you look, these are 300 degrees to 1,000 degrees on the obsidian tile. So that's not okay, right? So what we'll do is we will put another rocket platform. Here's what we're gonna do. 9 tiles high is right here. So might be a good idea to just kind of mark that. Okay, this row. So we'll just leave that alone right there. And then that way we know how tall we need to make the next rocket, right? It just makes sense because we want to make sure that we aren't continually heating the base, especially with that 1,000 degrees. It's pretty hot, right? Did we get our crew member in here? We did. Okay, full bladder. Okay, so we're gonna change this to none. And then we're also gonna unequip the suit. And then, you know, this might be the best time to send the rocket here. 3, 2, 1, go! There we go. We'll probably have a building melted because we didn't change all of them yet. But again, the best thing that we'll need to do... Yeah, that melted pretty quickly there. We'll just move this up here and then all of the heat will dissipate. Okay. Looking good. So we've got the diamond cone. That'll give us some stuff from the sandy ore field. We could have done the radioactive asteroid field, but that's okay. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Unreachable food. Who's got unreachable food? Meep. Meep. Oh. Okay, so what we need to do is send some barbecue over. Barbecue. There we go. So we're going to send some of the barbecue over. That should be nice and helpful. What's in here? Ethanol is in this. Okay. Interesting. Yes, there we go. And then we are going to put where did they go? Sleet wheat in here, if we could. Do we not have sleet wheat seeds? Really? Well, as long as we use our main agriculture person, we should be fine. We are going to open this up, and we are going to rebuild these out of gold. Same thing with this one. Before we couldn't see the damage, I don't know why, but now we do. So same thing here. We're going to make this one out of gold as well. And we don't have the issue at all. I mean, obviously all this is, it shouldn't be that bad, but for some reason it is getting a little extra toasty. Here's what we're going to do as well. We're going to go radiant liquid pipe. 1, 2, 3. We'll do regular pipes this way. Yeah, this is what we're going to do to help with this in the future. And then we'll change the priority to a 9. Because this is still negatives. I know that it should be fine, but for some reason it wasn't. And this should just really take care of the issue entirely. Yeah, that hydrogen in here is over 60. Yeah, 60 degrees. So, all right, how is this over here? Okay, we've got a lot of barbecue. Let's hold off on the barbecue now. Now that we have so much. Yeah, much better. All right. So that looks good. How's the star map going? Okay, they haven't made it there yet. What about our volcanoes? We have one volcano here. It's idle. I feel like it's really scary when these get... if you try to open them up before they're completely dormant, then you have to be very cautious because you need to work quickly. So we're going to just wait until all of these are done with this cycle that they have. Okay, you're in orbit, but you need to be at the other spot. This robot is out of battery, so can't do anything there. I think we have like half of a cycle before the other asteroid is here. Yeah, about one of them. One total. Okay, so if we look here, right now, do we have? No, we do not. 15 to 50, and it's in negatives. Oxfern, no, we don't need Oxfern. Ball milling needs to be 35. 22 to 37. Yeah, the only thing that we can do up here is sleet wheat, which we can't plant right now because we don't have the seeds. Uproot this one and uproot this one. Hopefully we'll get the seeds back from that. Let's check our water while we are at it. Okay, So we stopped sending water temporarily. This is good. We definitely needed to start doing that. The water's going to be pretty cold. And we were cycling it through. Let's see, what's the temperature? 1 degree inside this, so that's not terrible. If we wanted to get fancier, we could change this to regular pipe, and then it'll, well, it wouldn't do much good because all this is getting pretty cold anyways. Yeah, we have a lot of sections that are kind of temperate because of this, the steam turbine and the aqua tuner. But that's the goal, right? That's what we want to do on the other asteroid. Let's change this to a higher priority. That would be ideal, I think. We don't need to be using obsidian, but we are. The main thing is we get enough water inside this area to push out all the oxygen, right? So a little bit more than 1,000 on all the lower. Yeah, just get some water. It's perfect. Anyways, what I was saying is getting 1,000 on all these, okay? And then if we do that, then this entire row will shift up with the oxygen, and oxygen can't occupy the same space, so then we don't have to vacuum anything. And then let's wipe this up. Let's get some of these here. No, let's do insulated tiles. 1, 2. That should be plenty. And then I want to mop this all up. Liquid all over the place. Alright. Rocket is in orbit now. Let's look at the star map. Are we there? We are. Deploy the rover. Let's just put it right there. And then what we want to do next is, well, let's make sure that the rover got there. Okay, it did. So let's pause it for a moment. Tab the rover, get all this material, right? And then we will build a ladder going straight down here. Let's see the radiation. Oh man, look at that. 1900, 1921. This is what we need in order to make our radiation dreams come true. Yeah, that is awesome. I don't think I've seen the crashed satellites, at least not in a while. So that's kind of a neat experience to see. We want to make 3, 4. We need to keep going down and looking at the different areas. So when we build a mini pod, because that's what we are going to do, we are going to build a mini pod out here. That is kind of, I think, going to be probably the best way without having to build a rocket platform, right? Idleness. Don't be so idle. Okay, that looks great. I'm thinking of changing this again. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're going to put an OR gate here and change it to like this. There we go. Because the carbon dioxide is getting up into the areas up here again, so I'm kind of wondering if it's not going enough. Okay. Good. Now let's take a look at this up here. Okay, so we need to go... Okay, let's do that, and then... And this should just keep going in the loop. As long as we have enough polluted water inside of this, it should be plenty. If not, we will need to add a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, 10. Yeah, we might need to add a little bit more polluted water to the mix. Because it's not looped enough. But the cool part is there's only a little gap. So this might be fine. No sleet wheat, huh? Let's change this to a 9. It's kind of weird that we don't have any sleet wheat seeds. Alright, give me a seed. We did get a seed. Oh wait, no. That's just food. Well, that's alright. We'll have to wait for the other ones. How are we doing over here? Did this get done? It did. Okay, we need to do water. And then let's grab all this water, grab all this stuff here. All that. Oh my gosh, it's all over the place. We must have ice somewhere that just keeps melting. That's the only thing that I could think of that would explain all that. And then we have a bunch of water up here. We can grab all of this. It's going to be fantastic. Right? There we go. Much, much better. I think now that we've gotten quite a bit of stuff done, we do need to keep moving. Go here. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get back. 17 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we have plenty. Rover's good. We're gonna create this first, and then that will allow the water to kind of just fall down from here. We have another satellite down here. Oh my gosh. Well, honestly, this doesn't even matter anymore because we have a water pool here that we are going to use. Wait, how much is this radiate? Ooh, I've changed my mind drastically. Let's go down. We wouldn't be able to get through the abyssalite anyways, so we'll do this. Nope, can't get through that. We'll just make them go as far over as they can. No, don't dig these up, please. There we go. I don't want to get into the radiation area yet. Idleness. Okay, how does this look now? Let's look at the temperature. Okay, so that's way better. Actually, let's sweep up everything in here first, and then we will close it. Now nobody should be idle. That looks pretty good though. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Just a quick fix compared to like other things. We're going to just deconstruct the reservoir since it's not going to do too much. And what I mean by not doing too much, I mean it's if we needed to use the ethanol elsewhere, we can just drop it off. Now I wonder if you can only send, if you can send a liquid bottle. Would that be possible? Somebody's trapped or entombed. Then no. Nope. It has to be through the liquid pipe. Got it. Entombed. Why are we entombed? Doesn't look like they're entombed. Interesting. I wonder if the ice fell down because it got too hot. There we go. Much, much better. What's the priority on this? Yeah, it's not high enough. Alright, so that looks good. Let's check out our star map. We are getting all sorts of stuff. How much fuel do we have left? Let's look at this here. That's Calypso. We need Apollo. So 6 tiles, I think. Drilling, okay. 7 tiles left, but we are drilling right now, so we got the artifact, which is awesome. We're getting plenty of stuff. We're gonna let that run for a little bit longer before we send them back. And actually, let's look up at the other asteroid. Not asteroid, the others. Okay. Cool. So I'm wondering, okay, so that's more or less radioactive gas. It's got uranium, liquid chlorine. That means it's got to be super cold, right? Yeah, definitely has to be super cold. So what I'm hoping we find is another source of graphite. I think that's what it was, graphite, right? Let's go to the water asteroid and check it out. Yeah, graphite. That way we don't have to rely on the water asteroid for fullerene, but I think we might have to. We may have to. Now, what is going on over here? Why do we have water? Oh, it broke. It was too cold. Okay, well, that's not good. What's the temperature like over here? Not great. This is a little toasty. This is pretty toasty. This is really toasty. We'll just mop that up. Okay, how did this work? Is it good? We got all the materials out, good. 1, 2. Let's check the temperature again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are in business, everyone. That is what we want it to look like. So we don't have to worry about anything. So we just added it to our other loop that we have here, and it's made it nice and cold instead of having to worry about it. So even though we made it out of gold, we probably didn't need to, since we cooled down the area very effectively with the loop that we have in place. Yeah, this is great. I was suspecting that it was going to be a lot harder to do that, but it seems that that was just fine. Right? Okay. Alright, this meteor is... New planetoid detected. We found it! Interstellar ocean. I'm sorry, I need to see what this is. Interstellar ocean. Saltwater brine, salt and ice, and an artifact. We found it, everybody. We found where the gassy moos are, and they're not too far away. Oh my gosh, I am so excited about that. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna go here and figure out what else is nearby, and then send the rocket back home. This one, on the other hand, we can change the direction and go back here. Right? We got quite a bit of mass, so that's pretty good. If we take a look at the colony summary, scroll down, we don't have anywhere near the amount that we need. 13,000 out of 1 million. So that's a lot to do, right? We have quite a bit more to do. But still, I think we're doing really well. All right. So some things that I did want to talk about. First off being, we are going to be keeping on this path of working on the achievement run. We are not going to continue the other asteroid that we are working on, simply because I want to get this completed. I've learned so much from everything that we have gone through. We don't want this forever. We don't want it forever. We want 20. Anyways, so we are going to primarily focus on the achievement run. In the near, not so distant future, we have Satisfactory releasing at the full 1.0 release. We have Factorio. I'm going to call it 2.0 because it's essentially a pretty big expansion coming out. And what I would like to do is do a Factorio Friday and maybe a Satisfactory Saturday. So something like that. I don't know if I'm going to live stream or not. I haven't fully committed to one thing or the other. So we will have to work through that as we get closer to those release dates. I may have a couple of friends that want to join, so I may see what that kind of looks like with a friend helping us out on some of those different games. So I just wanted to bring that up because it is coming very, very quickly, and I am super excited for those releases of those games. So that leads us right into slowing down for the end of the episode. As always, please feel free to provide comments, suggestions, or constructive criticism. I love hearing from anybody that has a better idea or another way to do things. If you're not subscribed yet, please do so. It does help me know that what I am doing is enjoyable. Or if not, let me know how I can be better. I do appreciate that as well. But again, that is all for this one, folks. Another one in the books. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one.